Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsey. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or commenting below. If you want to see more of my videos, press the subscribe button and click on the bell for notifications. If you need any Stampin' Up! Products to make this card, you can visit my online store and the link is in the description box below. When you purchase Stampin' Up! Products through me, you can earn free products. Check out my current customer appreciation products on my blog, and the link is listed below as well. Today, I'd like to share with you my second alternative project using the May 2021 paper pumpkin kit called Batter Up. This cute kit created 9 cards, 3 of each design. And they are super cute. And what I like to do is take the products that come in the kit, add maybe a little extra cardstock, and create my own cards. And today I'm going to share with you how to create this one. If you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin kit, you can click on the link in the description box below to subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing my other alternative projects, you can click on the link in the top right corner and it will take you to the playlist where you can watch me unbox the kit as well as see my other alternative projects. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is to trim the Pinstripe Cardbase front from the back. And that's going to give you 2 separate pieces. And so let's go ahead and trim that at 4 1/4. And you can use this white piece for the inside of your card so that you can write the greeting on the inside. The second part is to cut this piece. We're going to rotate it so the lines are horizontal, and we're going to cut it into 4 sections. So it is 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to first cut it in half at 2 3/4 inches. And then we're going to take each one of these sections and cut that in half. And the way I like to do it when the number is a little tricky is to eyeball on the left and the right side of my cut line until the number is the same. So right now I'm at 1 1/2. This right here is my 1 1/2 line. So I need a little more on this side. And it looks like I can just even it out by placing it at 1 3/8 inches. So now I have those 2 pieces. This card only uses 2 of that size strip. So you can either leave this piece whole and come up with a project for just this one single piece, or you can cut this in half and then make 2 of this background for your card. In your kit, you do receive 3 of this baseball card die cut. And so you could make multiples of this card, or you could come up with another kind of focal point for your card using the stamp set or other die cuts. So next I'm going to take one of the envelopes from the kit and I'm going to trim it right at the bottom there. And I'm going to now cut it at, just remove the ends so that I have a nice flat top. And I just need 3/4 of an inch. So I've just removed that top end. That's going to let that paper sit up on top of my cutting or my paper trimmer so that I get a nice straight cut here. And then I just need this to, the final dimension is 4 inches. So then I can rotate again and cut. So the final strip size on this is 3/4 inches by 4 inches. And we can go ahead and trim these pieces down to 4 inches as well. Okay, so now we're ready to put these on our card. So for our card base, I have a piece of Navy Cardstock, and this is more of a tent fold, which means that the width here is 4 1/4 and the length is 11, and then it's been scored at 5 1/2, and that gives you that tabletop tent card. So I'm just going to go ahead and score that. And then I have a front piece that is 4 inches by 4 or 5 1/4. So 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to add my strips right in the center and then place the envelope strip in the middle of that. So I'm going to just first apply some adhesive, and then I'm going to use my grid paper to make sure everything is nice and even. So I'm going to line it up so that the center line here is in the center of my cardstock. So that's 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. So I need to just move over one more. Actually, no, because it's a little short. So I'm kind of just having it at 2 and let's see how many eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths is where it should be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's the center line of my card base. And I'm just going to place these so that it's 1/4 inch, which is one of my little boxes, away from that center point. And then just have that line up to the other side and do the same thing here. So just 1/4 inch away from that middle line. And then I have 1/2 inch here, and you'll notice that this is a little bigger than that, just to kind of cover up the seam. And we're just going to evenly space this between those two. So there'll be a little bit, so it'll be about 1/8 inch overlap on that. Okay, so there's the background design to our card. We can just add this directly to our card base. If you wanted, you could use dimensionals just for a little more depth to your card. And just place that right there in the center. Now on the inside, we did have the back of your Pinstripe card base that you can add, or you can also trim down the front of your envelope. And so here you can see that this is the flap side we removed, and this front panel here can be trimmed down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and we can add that to the inside as well. And that's just a really great way to not waste any of the materials from the kit. Okay, so now we're ready to decorate the front of our card. So the pieces I need would be the baseball card, as well as a shape that's been punched from real red. Now I decided to use a star shape, and this is just an old retired punch that Stampin' Up! Used to have. I just wanted another element to add to the card to pull in that really fun red and to have the grandpa stand out from the card. So I'm going to use one of the small rectangles from the kit and stamp the greeting here, which is just grandpa, and then it goes down into the baseball card. So let that dry for a second. I'm also placing a little bit of twine behind the grandpa, and so I'm going to use 8 inches. That's just going to give me a nice size bow, and I am going to tie a bow this time. It's just such a small element, and I want it to just be together a little easier than if I used a glue dot. So I don't really need a nice big bow, just a little tiny bow to kind of go behind my greeting here, just like that. So now I'm going to add a glue dot to the star right in the center, and that's going to hold down my bow right there in the center of the star. And I'm going to trim, bring that loop in just a little bit. I'm going to trim the ends on this side, it's a little long. And then I'm going to add grandpa right over that with a dimensional. So just place that right over, and then you can take the grandpa and place that over that. Now you can have it go at an angle if you want, or straight on, however that looks good to you. So you'll end up with something that looks like that, and then that can go on our card as well. So let's add our baseball card with dimensionals. And I'm going to place this a little lower than center and add an angle. And then I'm going to add Grandpa. I'm going to place a dimensional back there as well, and just place it off to the side at a slight angle and above that center line. So it's going to look something like this. Now I do think we should add some of these cute enamel dots to our cards. We could do either the red or the yellow or a combination of both. I think I'm going to just stick with red for this one. Maybe do 2 up in the top and maybe 1 down here in the bottom, just to kind of spread out that fun red color. And we'll do the same on this card since I forgot to add these to my original. Okay, so now that card is all done. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this fun alternative card to May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit. If you're interested in subscribing to Paper Pumpkin so you can get your own kit, please use the link in the description box below. For more information on how to create this card, including written instructions and close-up images, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.